Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States in beautiful little Belfair, Washington, my Hickville, USA. Yes, I am proud of my little Hickville town. I love Belfair. It's away from the hustle and bustle unless if it's school time and you go downtown about 2:30, expect to get stuck in traffic till about 5:30, 6 o'clock, about 5. Traffic comes through on that Highway 3 and you're just stuck. There's nowhere to go. So it's just crazy. But anyways, so this is January 2025's Paper Pumpkin Alternative Video number 26. I had planned to get 5 videos done today, and it's not gonna happen. No. I had to come out here and I had to clean up the mess. I could not function, guys. I had stuff stacked up around me on the floor. I could not function any longer. No, 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 no. So I had to clean up, and it's taken me a couple hours to get things cleaned up. And I found a few things. I did not find the stack of doilies that Phyllis gave me, but I found some doilies that I put somewhere else, and I'm going to show you those. I couldn't help but laugh when I found them. Let me show you those first. So in this little file folder, I put bits and bobs and pieces, and look at, I found these doilies from Stampin' Up! But here's some white doilies. Yes, I know. And I didn't even think of looking in here. And the sad part is I already, before I looked in here, because I was putting a, where is it? I was actually putting this circle away in here. And that's when I'm like, doily! That's not the doilies I was looking for, but I'm going to leave those in there. I'm going to add the red ones in here for them when I'm done. Oh my gosh, I was just like, no! Because I already changed my mind on, I'm still using the 2 hearts. I just changed how I'm using them now. So let's take a look at this kit. This kit was called Hearts for You, January 2025's kit. You could have made 3 of this card, 3 of this card, and 3 of this card. You would have gotten the 9 real red envelopes, which I am putting to great use. Guys, it was kind of funny because I was talking to my Aunt Carol and I said, I am done making Valentine's cards. I am done. I'm going to do something totally different. And then it's like, oh no, you are not done, sweetie. You are still making a Valentine's card. And I am. It's not going to say Happy Valentine's Day. So it could be an anniversary card. This one could be an anniversary card. So on the back is a QR code that would lead you to a video to show you how to put these cards together as they were designed. Down here is the coordinating colors. Of course, you get a visual of everything in the kit, and then this one will show you how to purchase the set of 5 dies, not 3. They are called Spring It's in the Air. This is a close-up look. These 2 have images, though I don't know what those images go to as of yet. In here you can see the bits and bobs. This has a nice little scallop detail in the center is cut out of it. Over here we have our stamp. So it has, you have my heart, which we have a outline, a solid, you love, this little leaf, celebrate love, which I cut that off. And now, oh, I was like, where did I do with celebrate? There it is. Yep. It's cut apart. And then you are my favorite. So let's get on with this. Let me show you what I am bringing in. So I used 1 envelope, and I have this left over from the envelope, and I am bringing in heart-shaped. We're going to use this heart, this for the envelope, but this is just for the inside, just to fill in that space. This has been a really great go-to. So I'm going to set that aside, and then because I was cleaning up, so I bought these, you can see, $1.75 at the local Hub thrift store, and these are A6 envelopes. This means that these are 6.5 by 9.25, and they are scored at 4 3/4. Really strange. I also am going to tell you, I'm going to do this right now. This is, hear that? That's some really nice thick stuff. So what am I going to do with it? Well, I'm going to cut this off. I should have done it the other way. And use this to protect the front of it if I mail it. So that's going to go to the front of the card. I'm going to stick it in the envelope is what I'm going to do if I decide to mail this card. So put that away. It's already done now. So then you can see I've brought in the Forever and Always. I love this. And of course, you guys know why. Because it says always. Okay. Yes. And then the always dies. This is a keeper for me. I love it. Out and out. This will always be with me. You know, if I was going to be buried in the ground with me, and put big always on it. You can see I have bits and bobs in there, and I'm going to add to those. In fact, right now, because I did not use this silver. It just was too light. So those can go in there for safekeeping. And we can put the dies back on the sheet. So, always and love. And where's the outline? Oh, great. Are they on the... Well, I'll put them away. Oh, no, here they are. I'm like, where are they? They should all be here. Sometimes you just got to move things back where they can go. Oh, come on. They all went on here at one time or another. Just, there we go. So now all those are back in there for safekeeping. Because I did find the Peaceful Season ones. I had it taped here for a couple of videos because I couldn't find the container. That's when I was just like, enough, right? So let's take a look at what we have here. So I already cut the envelope up because I wanted to give you guys the measurements. And I know this is a large card. Please note that if you want to make this, you can make this for a regular size card, guys. I'm using things that I find and things that I have on hand. So here are my two hearts, right? This is the heart I wanted to cover with a white doily. I just changed my mind. This is the same heart covered in one of these red doilies that I had. And found a white doily. Not the white doilies I was looking for, but a white doily. But now we're going to stamp on this instead with this Toile, is that how you pronounce it? Background stamp in Real Red. So we're going to do that in a minute. This one is just fine the way it is. So card base is, let's show you. It has a little smudge, but it's going to be covered up. So this is 6 1/4 this way. And then it is 9 1/4 this way. And it's scored at 4 3/4. And it says it is an A6 size card. So I have, I think like there were 8 of them in the package. It wasn't totally complete, but it's enough that for $1.75 I picked those up. They're nice cardstock. I like them. So that's card base. Layer number 1 is this black sparkly stuff. And guys, this stuff is horrible to it does not die cut fully. I had to use scissors and go around the edge. Absolutely horrible. But I had it. I was looking for a gold foil to kind of go with the same theme that the kit did, but the gold did not look right. So, and then I tried silver and the silver didn't look right. So I went with the black, and then I had to, okay, I need a black layer. So I'm just used this. It's easy to cut. Die cutting? No. And I don't know where I had it. Guys, I've had this in my container of stuff for so long. I truly don't. So layer number 1 is 4 3/8 by 6. Then, do you remember those matte stacks things that I got from the Goodwill with my hubby when I went to see the surgeon? Okay, for $1.99. I'm using one of those sheets. Any pretty pink DSP, or you could use the Toile background stamp and stamp it on like pretty in pink. Oops, sorry, that's layer number 2. That's layer number 3. Layer number 2 is the envelope front. This is the front of the envelope. I just want the red right here. And this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Then the DSP stack, that is going to go there. And this is 3 7/8 by 5 3/8. These are all going to go straight down onto the card front like that. And it all looks, the black really does tie it in. It looks really well together. And then I have my Love and Always. Even that in itself is very pretty, but the hearts I think are going to look really pretty. So here is, this is the back of the envelope that I cut to use the card front. This is the back of another envelope. This I just got to use less of the back of the envelope, so I chose that piece, but this shows you how you can lay it out. And I still have this piece, and this piece that's usable, and this piece as well. So those are going to go into the box of goodies, and we're going to get this card made, and it shouldn't take too long. So the first thing we are going to do is go ahead and glue all these layers together. I thought about gluing these together first, and I thought, no, we're going to go ahead. I don't know how many I'm going to get of the videos I'm going to get done today. I didn't even change out of my workout clothes. I did my workout. It was a good workout. I had to use my walker a bit for stability for some of my yoga. I can't get on the floor with the yoga. I can get on the floor and do core exercises, and I get up so strangely now off the floor. I'm really careful because I can't put any weight on my knee, my right knee. So I'm going to have to use some tear tape to adhere it to this. So I get up in, like, what do they call that position? Downward dog. I get up like that. Because Hank is like, I go down on my left side to do my core exercises for my back. And it's really important that I do those. But I get up rolling over in like a push-up position. And then I walk my hands and my feet up, you know, and do like this till I can get up. And it works. I remember when I told my husband I was gonna, if I get down on the ground, I might have to call him for help. And he's like, take the walker. And I said, yeah, but I doubt if I have the strength to pull myself up with the walker. I tore my rotator cuff years ago. And even though I went to physical therapy, I never went and had it surgically. Oops, that's the end of that. I never went and had it surgically fixed. I didn't want to. Sometimes when the weather's bad, it gets, you know, it's sore and stiff. But if I do the stretches, you know, it still works. I can't let it be immobile because that makes it, horrendous. But there was a point in time when I couldn't even lift it like this. It was so bad. I've injured both my shoulders. The torn one is the left. The right one, I'm not sure if I tore it. I know I injured it. I had to go physical therapy for that one 2 years ago. Hank was about 1.5, and he spilt some water on the floor. I came in and didn't realize it was on the kitchen floor, and I promptly slipped, right? Comical. You had to laugh. I mean, if I wasn't injured, I would have laughed out loud at whoever did it, but I was the one who did it. Came up, literally, my feet went up, my whole body went up, but when I landed like this, and like my feet went up and I landed right on my shoulder. Oh yeah, that was, you know, my husband and daughter like, were you trying just to save your back? What were you trying to do? And I'm like, I didn't try anything. I just landed that way. Oh. So. No, this is not a portrait card. This is definitely a landscape. But see how this has that big flourish there? That's why I thought, if you look at this, they have these big flourishes, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's really pretty. That will, and it has the flowers. You know, it's really similar, so I really thought this would work well. I want to make sure, okay, we're getting it. So we're going to ink this up. This is going to be in red, and I think it's going to really help cover up. Hold on. I have an envelope that I was going to use. Oh my gosh, I have so many cards, guys. So many of the cards you guys have sent me, you have no idea. I had to open up, I had to pull a whole bunch of cards off of my stuff, and I want to keep them. These cards right now, I'm still keeping them, so I'm not ready to part with them. But I wanted to set out all the new cards that I've received lately, so I had to empty a box. And I was moving stuff around. I was still searching for those doilies. I was moving stuff from one box to another box and trying to, you know, find things. I need to reink this pad so bad. Okay, that should be good enough. But anyways, I'm trying to figure out what is going to be the best bang for my buck here. Let's do it this way. Alright, so that's what I was doing. I almost want to say I was wasting my time. Ooh, look at that. See, isn't that lovely? Ooh, lovely lilac. Right? Can't help myself. Can't help it. So where is my red heart? Not that one. Not that. The red heart. We need this. Look how pretty that is. I think we're going to go around the edge with some real red. I was saving that till I wasn't sure if I wanted to. Now I am sure. Bring it over the edge. I always forget to take my hands off the table because it shakes the camera. My hubby is doing a clean out of his side of the bedroom. I gave him a couple of containers that Miss Jissa brought back. Little Jissa, that is. And I think we want to sponge this as well because it's just not dark enough. So let's go ahead and go around the outside first. I can bring this in. I put all of my coasters away. So he's doing a clean out in the bedroom, organizing. My bed is really high. Makes it easier to make for me. So I said, you know, maybe these containers from all the Christmas stuff I gave Jissa, you can use to put all your hunting paraphernalia in it. He's like, I'm gonna get rid of stuff. Yeah, right. We'll see. He'll put it in a container and stick it in the rafters of the garage. He'll give it to Hank, is what he'll say, and that way he still has it. Oh. But we'll see. I told him, I said, you need to go through your clothes, Russell. That man, this is no lie, he still has a couple of t-shirts from when he was in high school, guys. High school. I do not touch his clothes, as far as you cannot like go through his clothes and get rid of his clothes. He will know. I do not do that. No. No, 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 no. He knows what he has. He knows. And the sad part is, I wonder if I can get this in there. Sad part is the man knows what I have. And don't think that he doesn't, because he does. Let me tell you a little story. And I think it's because his mother used to make him drive when he was a teenager and they lived here. She didn't like to drive over the Tacoma Narrows Bridge. And there was no Silverdale Mall in Silverdale. And so to go anywhere to go shopping, you had to go to the Tacoma Mall. And so my dear hubby had to drive, and no wonder why the man hates going to the mall. Always has since I met him. She used to make him drive her to the mall. And he absolutely hated it. You know, he would rather be out hunting and fishing, and going to the mall for him was pure torture. Look how pretty that is. Yes, my husband hates the mall. Oh, and of course, my mother-in-law, she didn't have anybody else to take her. You know, his father was out to sea, you know, more than likely, or, you know, working more than likely. And Russell really did not like going to the mall. And his brother wasn't old enough to drive, but so he was the designated driver. And so he just very much so does not like going to the malls, especially the Tacoma Mall. Oh my gosh. I can honestly count on two fingers the times we have actually gone to the Tacoma Mall, and it was to go to, not even into the mall, it was to go take the kids to the Toys R Us there for something they wanted for their birthday when they were little. Other than that, he doesn't go to the Tacoma Mall. No. No. Does not go. But anyway, oh, the story about him knowing what I have. So this was, oh my gosh, so long ago. The kids probably were in middle school. And I wanted to go out for a day shopping with a couple of friends. And he's like, you know, we don't have that much money. I said, oh, I'm not going to buy much. I said, I probably won't buy anything. And he looked at me like, yeah, right. He's like, okay. He's like, we'll see. He's like, there's no way you can go out and not buy anything. I said, oh, I can do it. Yeah, right. So when I came home, I had bought a pair of pants. I got them on clearance. They were a great deal. They were like probably $15. Pair of jeans. They were nice jeans too. Don't remember what kind they were, but they were some nice jeans. And back then I didn't buy anything if it wasn't on clearance. Anyways, so I put these jeans under the passenger seat of our car when I came home. Now, I left these jeans in that car for a week because I didn't want to bring them in the house and show him that I didn't do it, that I couldn't, you know, just go out for the day and not buy anything. No. No. So, like a week and a half went by, and it was time to go grocery shopping. We utilized the commissary on base. I was bringing in groceries and everything, and I had stashed these jeans into a grocery bag, and I was coming inside and everything, and I was taking the toiletries into the bathroom, and my hubby says to me as I'm going to the bathroom, "You bring those jeans into this house yet?" I started laughing. I said, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Those jeans you stuck under the passenger seat of the car." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Did you think that I wouldn't know?" He's like, "Of course." He's like, "You are a woman. You went shopping with your friends. You had to buy something, and you came into this house with nothing." He's like, "Oh no." He's like, "I knew you hid something in the car." It's like, he's like, "I was just waiting until you had the opportunity to bring it in." And at that time, we only had one car. So the only time I had the opportunity to bring it in would have been if I went grocery shopping by myself. So he waited patiently until I had the right opportunity to bring it in. I was just besides myself. He laughed, I laughed, he's like, "You should have just brought them in." He's like, "I saw you got them a great deal." He's like, "That was a great buy. I would have bought them too, you know." I just was like, couldn't believe it. Just funny, you know. Oh, just funny. And I know it's because his mother was very good about bringing things in unaware to his father. He's like, "My mother was great. My dad would go to sea and he'd come home and he'd be totally unaware, so she could bring in a piece of furniture and his father paid no attention. Or if he did, he never said anything." Of course, Russell was the one who helped bring all the stuff in. But, he just never said anything for Russell. But Russell, no. He tells you right up front. He'll tell you right up front. And he was just biding his time. Just biding his time. That is my hubby's name, Russell. He just tells you right up front. It's so funny. Oh. No, I never, if you guys are wondering, did I ever try again to do? Oh, no. I was just flat out come out. No. Just funny. Let me tell you something else. Our kids were really, really little, and my daughter, she was difficult to handle, difficult to say the least. She was a mama's girl. Okay. And she had me wrapped around her little finger. And so, see, isn't that lovely? And we're going to put some little black bling on it to tie it all in. The classic matte dots. These were on clearance. Back when I bought some stuff for my Aunt Carol for Christmas. I think I got her package. I mean, like for $3. I could not pass these up. Anyway, so we did, she would cry all the time. I would try to leave and that little girl would cry and carry on and just, some days you just needed a break from her. And, my husband would tell me, go, because I'd be like, your heart was breaking. This kid thought she was like dying. She just was a little pain in the butt. I'm trying to look at where I need to place. Oh, you know what? I wanted to place, I thought I would use some rose stickers as well. So let's leave that on there. Anyway, so this little thing of mine, my daughter, who I love to pieces. I love Justice. Love her to pieces. Loved her back then too. But, let's see. Do we want to add, I don't know. Let me cut this apart to see if I like it. We have this one. I think this one would be pretty there. And then maybe this one. You know, sometimes I look at these and I look at how many few roses I have. Like those were a different package. I had a package of single roses like this, and then I had these. And I think, oh my gosh, if I use them, I won't have any left. Well, you know what? That's a good thing, right? That means I used what I purchased. Okay, so back to Justice. So my dear hubby, I love him so much because he would tell me, he would say, you drop that child because as soon as you leave, she stops this crap. He's like, it is only with you she acts like this because she don't do this with me. He's like, so you just put her down right now and you just shut that door. And I am telling you, you get down that driveway and this little thing stops this crap. She don't do this with me. It is only with you. Oh, it was, you know, he was right. My mama would tell me, she's like, honey, he ain't lying. She only pulls that crap with you. She don't do that. As soon as you leave, that little girl stops. So I don't know why you think that, you know, she's just going to sit there and mope and cry. She don't do that. As soon as you leave, she stops. So, yeah. But it doesn't mean it was any easier on me. Okay, we are definitely adding the roses. Definitely adding the roses. Yes. Justice was one of those. And the funny thing is, the older she got, she didn't want people watching her. She'd come up, if you, like, I would go check on her in her room, and she would come up, and she would push you out the door, and she'd close the door on you. She didn't want you looking at her. No. Okay, so I think I like, let me take a look, see, do I want one here? I do want 3, but I really like this placement for some reason. So 1, 2, 3. I don't want one there. That's distracting. 1. We're going to put one here. 2 and 3. Let's see if we do 2 little ones. Yes, Justice was I mean, that's why, you know, my husband tells her, and we tell her too, oh, you're getting paid back for everything with that Hank. He gets into things. That's too close. So maybe up here. Yeah, I like it right there. Oh, that came out lovely. This even has those darker tones of red, almost black. I love this. Anybody got an anniversary? I can send you a card for your anniversary. Oh, no. Okay, so I just don't have an anniversary. This needs, that needs a dimensional behind it. Just a little piece of one. If you didn't know where in the summertime, my neighbor had made a dog house that had, honestly, it had a front porch on it, and it was like a little dollhouse. It wasn't little though. And the top of it, he made it like a lid, and you could take that off so you could clean all the bedding out of it and, you know, clean it out that way. And my daughter loved this doghouse, and I don't think she loved it because it looked like a miniature house. She loved it because our dog Jenny lived in the doghouse. And if you didn't know where Justice was, if you couldn't find her and she wasn't answering, all you had to do was look over by where Jenny was. And if Jenny was out on the porch of this doghouse, you knew Justice was inside the doghouse. I mean, that's why Hank is so much like her, because they just get into... they just both get into things, and you could find her out there. Sometimes she would sneak out there, you know, in the rain and stuff, and I could see poor Jenny out there, you know, because Jenny was a hunting dog. She wasn't an inside dog. Jenny did not like to be inside. She liked to be outside. We tried to bring her inside, and she would go to the front door and nudge the door, and she wanted to be outside. It was kind of weird about that. She really liked to be outdoors. Even in her old age, we tried and tried. I would make her come in during the daytime. Sometimes at night I could get her to come in, but when she wanted to go to sleep, she wanted to be outside. Dogs are funny. They have their own way about them. So there's our heart. You have my heart. And if I had something that said happy anniversary, I would stamp it there. But very simply stated in there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Nope. So let's work on our envelope. This has this long piece here. We're going to go ahead and stamp this. We brought Jenny when we moved from Georgia. We bought Jenny at a Humane Society. She was our first dog, and oh, loved that dog. She died at 17 and a half years old. Very long life. Needs a little bit more. And oh my goodness. Our kids could put their fingers up her nose, in her mouth. I remember once I went out there. I'm going to have to do it at a diagonal. Hold on. I'm trying to no, I'm going to do it in two parts. I went out there once, and Justice had a toothbrush and was brushing Jenny's teeth, and she had her hands in there and had her gums, and she was like this, and just the dog didn't care. The dog would let her do anything, and Dustin too, but Dustin wasn't as quite so intrigued with doing. I mean, Justice they put their fingers up her nose and just all kinds of stuff they would do to poor Jenny, and Jenny didn't mind. She doted on them like they were her own pups. I mean, she really did. She was fantastic. And she was very protective of them. If they were in the yard and somebody came by and Jenny was like, oh no, my children. She was a good one. So I'm going to stamp off this heart and stick it around that one. And do I want to stamp love back there? No, I don't think so. So there we go. So that's a little bit about our first dog, Jenny. She was a sweetheart. She was a great upland bird dog, hunting dog. But she did not do ducks. My husband tried. She was like, I don't think so. I'm not going in the water for that. She didn't. She knew how to swim. She'd go in the water, but she wasn't retrieving no duck. That was not her game plan. Oh, she was a great one. So I hope you guys like this one. I mean, this one, it could be Valentine's, but I didn't want to stamp Valentine's. I think it came out lovely. Just beautiful. I love the accent of the roses. So I got 2 more roses over there. You have my heart. It is beautiful. I think so. I think it came out well. All that cleaning the room worked out well, right? Cleaning up the room helps. So thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you so very much for allowing me into your homes and to share my love of paper crafting with you. I'm going to take TT outside, and then I'm going to try to do a couple more videos here today. I really wanted to get 5 done, and that includes my great Alice in Wonderland project back there that I'm so anxious to get done because I have a spot already on the wall. I know right where it's gonna go. Oh, and I want to cover, remember I purchased this back at the beginning before the kit came out. I wanted to cover these, and I'll probably do a video covering this, and I had bought this for my daughter for Valentine's Day. Just a little something. You saw the little treat thing I did for Hank. I'll probably give these to my Aunt Carol. But I wanted to cover that for Justice. So I'm going to have to, maybe this is what I'll do next. I'm going to have to look at what I can come up with these. And those will be together. So I'll probably look at doing those next. So thanks for watching, everybody. And I hope you come back and visit me in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.